Right now, without lifting a finger, without even thinking about it, something invisible is happening around you. Data is flying through the air. Messages are being sent. Devices are talking to each other. Across streets, across oceans, across the world. And you do not see any of it. But here is what is wild. Every single thing you do online, every video you stream, every message you send, every photo you upload, all of it depends on a network. The question is, which one? Because most people think a network is just Wi-Fi, or maybe mobile data, or maybe just that little signal bar at the top of their screen. But the truth is far bigger than that. Because networks are not just technology. They are the invisible backbone of modern life. They are the reason businesses run, the reason hospitals operate, the reason you can video call someone on the other side of the planet in real time. And every device you own is just a doorway into this massive, invisible world. Now, within that massive internet, there are smaller networks, and understanding the difference between them is where things start to get interesting. Let us talk about LAN first. Local area network. This is the network in your home, your office, your school, a small, contained world, your phone, your laptop, your smart TV, all talking to each other through your router. It is fast. It is private. It is local. But then, you want to reach something outside that small world. A website, a server in another country, a friend in another city. That is where WAN comes in. Wide area network. A network that stretches far beyond your walls. Across cities, across borders, across continents. The internet itself is the world's largest WAN. Your home network is a tiny island. The internet is the ocean surrounding it. And your router is the bridge between the two. Let us talk about something you use every single day. Something so ordinary, you probably take it for granted. Wi-Fi. At its heart, Wi-Fi is simple. Your router receives data from the internet through a cable. Then it broadcasts that data as radio waves. Your devices pick up those waves and convert them back into data. It is like a radio station, but for your internet. But here's where it gets interesting. Not all Wi-Fi is equal. There are different versions: Wi-Fi 4, Wi-Fi 5, Wi-Fi 6, and now Wi-Fi 7. Each generation faster, more efficient, more capable of handling more devices. And there are two main frequencies. 2.4 GHz, travels farther but carries less data. 5 GHz, blazing fast but shorter range. This is why your Wi-Fi feels slower in the bedroom than in the living room. This is why your neighbor's microwave can mess with your signal. Wi-Fi is everywhere. In your home, in coffee shops, in airports, in hospitals. It is the most common network most people ever interact with. And yet, very few people actually understand how it works. Now, while Wi-Fi gets all the attention, there is a quieter, more dependable option that professionals trust. Ethernet, a cable, going directly from your device into your router. No radio waves, no interference, no drop-in signal, just a direct, physical connection. It sounds old-fashioned. In a world obsessed with wireless everything, a cable feels almost primitive. But here is the truth. Ethernet is faster, more stable, and far more reliable. This is why stock traders use it, why data centers run on it, why professional gamers would not dare go wireless on match day. Because when the stakes are high, you do not leave it to radio waves. Sometimes the old way is still the best way. But what happens when you leave your home? When there is no router, no cable, no Wi-Fi? That is where mobile networks step in. A network built not for buildings, but for people in motion. The world is divided into cells, each one served by a tower. And as you move from one area to another, your phone seamlessly switches between towers. You do not feel it, but it is happening constantly. And mobile networks have evolved. From 2G, where text messages felt like magic, to 3G, where the internet first fit in your pocket, to 4G, where streaming, social media, and everything we love became possible. And now 5G, where the speed is almost unimaginable. But 5G is not just about downloading faster. It is about connecting millions of devices simultaneously. Smart cities, self-driving cars, remote surgeries. 5G is not just a faster phone network. It is infrastructure for the future. Now, here is something most people either misunderstand or underestimate. A VPN, virtual private network. Imagine you are sending a letter. Normally, that letter travels in a clear envelope. Anyone along the route could read it. A VPN puts that letter inside a locked box. Sealed, encrypted, private. Your data travels through a secure tunnel. Even your internet provider cannot see what is inside. This is why journalists use VPNs in authoritarian countries. Why businesses use VPNs to protect sensitive information. Why remote workers use VPNs to securely access company systems. But VPNs also have a limitation. Privacy does not mean invincibility. It means protection. And in a world where data is one of the most valuable things you have, protection matters more than ever. Let us talk about something that has completely changed how we live and work. The cloud. No, not actual clouds in the sky. The cloud is really just someone else's computer. Massive warehouses, called data centers, filled with thousands of servers, running 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, storing your photos, your documents, your memories, and the network connecting you to those servers. That is the cloud network. Think about it. You take a photo on your phone. In seconds, it is backed up on a server in another country. You can open it on your laptop, your tablet, a borrowed computer. Your data is everywhere and nowhere. It does not live on your device. It lives on the network. Companies like Amazon, Google, and Microsoft have built entire empires, not by selling products, but by selling network. Because in the modern world, the network is the product. And now, something strange is happening. Networks are no longer just connecting people. They are connecting things. Your smart fridge, your doorbell camera, your fitness tracker, your thermostat. This is the Internet of Things. OT, a world where everyday objects are connected to the Internet, sharing data, communicating, making decisions. Your fridge notices you are running low on milk. Your home adjusts its temperature before you arrive. Your watch tells your doctor how your heart is performing in real time. Sounds like science fiction, but it is already happening. Billions of devices, all on the same network, all quietly talking to each other. It is not just technology anymore. It is a living, breathing nervous system, wrapped around the entire planet. But not all networks have a center. Most networks look like a star. One central point, a server, a router, a tower, and everything else connects to it. But there is another model, one built without a center at all. Peer-to-peer, P2P. In a P2P network, every device is equal. Every device is both a client and a server, sharing data directly with others. You might know this from torrenting, or from blockchain technology, or from video calling apps that connect you directly to the other person. There is no single point of failure, no one company controlling the flow, no single server that, if switched off, takes everything down. It is a network built on trust, built on cooperation, and in a world that is increasingly centralized. That is a radical idea. But here is the part nobody talks about. Networks are powerful, and like all powerful things, they can be used against you. Every time you connect to a public Wi-Fi network, in a cafe, in an airport, in a hotel, you are sharing that network with strangers. And someone who knows what they are doing could be watching every website you visit, every password you type, every message you send. Network security is not just a corporate concern. It is a personal one, because networks are built for connection. But connection goes both ways. The same door that lets you out can let someone else in. So what does all of this mean? The Internet, LAN, Wi-Fi, Ethernet, mobile networks, VPNs, the cloud, OT, peer-to-peer. They all seem different. They all have different names, different purposes, different technologies, but they are all trying to do the same thing. Connect. Connect people to information. Connect devices to each other. Connect the world in ways that would have been impossible just a few decades ago. And that connection has changed everything. It has changed how we learn, how we work, how we love, how we remember. Networks are the circulatory system of the modern world. And like your heartbeat, you only notice them when they stop. No signal, no connection, no world. So the next time you connect to Wi-Fi without thinking, or see those signal bars climb to full, or stream a video from a server thousands of miles away, take a second, because behind that tiny symbol on your screen is an entire invisible world, built by millions of people, running every second of every day, so that you never have to think about it. That is the network. And now, you understand it. Thanks for watching.